well, the spirits have struck. So now there are going to be um, the the there are three beings who coalesce. The spirits coalesce into more focused, more identifiable beings, and they are ghosts. So these ghostly, um, very distinctive and individualized human um, tribal garb humans. They swarm at Chuchult and at Tekeft, the shaman. Quail tribe, Chuchult and Tekeft, yes. And so, in doing so, their attacks are quite ferocious, actually. And I apologize for having to work my way painfully through multiple non-player character actions upon non-player characters, but that's kind of the way this game works. So if we do that, then I'm going to roll for the hits. 5. Ooh, yes, no, and on Schultz, no. Oddly enough, okay, only they swarm at the two authority figures. Tekeft is harmed by one of them, specifically. Um, okay, now you see I'm getting used to my little summary here. Okay, so this is going to hit him. He's going to get drained for 2 spirit points. So these things, when they hit you, they drain your spirit points. And furthermore, they yeah, and those are going to hurt when they come back too. Okay, so anyway, that's the thing. They're basically sort of soul sucking him. Now there is a fourth being who has walked into this situation.
Ron,
Yes.
do you know if I can use more than one miracle at a time? Because I can't find it. It should be no, but I can't find the no. So I thought I might
I'm
as well
sorry to
ask.
say that I'm going to say it's a no. It seems intrinsic
Yeah,
to me that
I
it's an
mean,
X.
I
Right.
assumed that much, but I got irritated because I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. It's one of those. Yeah. I want to say also that another character has appeared, and it's right in the narrow part of the walkway off the map to the right. So it's actually rather the person that we care about that's closest to this new figure is Ithasha. Now, that means I want Helma to make an observation roll for Ithasha.
I wanted to do that anyway, because I'm wondering what's going on and who is trying to kill whom. Yes, 35. I'd have needed 24.
Excellent. Well, the being who is standing right there is a particularly um, shadowy but normal looking Ithala, the ghost who spoke to you in the first session, is standing there. And in that creepy sort of I'm standing here, not jumping around ghost way that they have, is looking directly at you. So that has occurred right here. So now, everybody, we move into. Oh, and it is her action. So Uh, there's, I suppose I could say that there's a non-player character there that she makes an example of, but no, her action is to say to you, bring my children to me. If you can't, I'll find someone who will. So that is what she says. And the next person to go is Fareth on 9.
Only I heard her?
To your no- well, you're the one who noticed her, and there's quite a
Mm-hmm.
bit of commotion at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The uh, dusters I had rolled their reactions, and they rolled very badly on their reaction dice and ended up losing their round. So you can think of all the other people as having been completely, shattered by that onslaught of spirits. Um, Fareth, what do you do?
Okay, I guess that Vepselk is nowhere to be seen for
Correct.
me right now. Yeah. And so the only person I know that I can see is Itasha. I don't think I'm going to meddle with spirits because I have nothing to harm them with, as far as I can know. So I think I'm going to stand up. And is there any spirit? I mean, what pummeled me was something like passing by, or I'm in combat with anything.
I hate to do this in pure game terms, but what affected
Mhm.
you at the end of the last session was actually a miracle that's in the tote of
Okay.
miracles, and it's a one repeat
Okay.
effect.
Perfect.
So I have folded together several different game mechanics into a single phenomenon. Now you are
It's
facing nightshades
okay.
and ghosts,
Okay.
who are monsters from the rules.
Then I think I'm going to try and approach Itasha,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll take like my weapon. I'll take out my weapon because you never know. But I'm going to approach Itasha and get on guard close to her, waiting to see if she can do anything about this.
If you're going to
Maybe.
run over to Athasha, then you need to make an observation check as well.
Okay, it's. I was thinking, but I don't think it's applicable if the wait 0 I made my first observation check in the game. Okay, so I got a 7. I have a 8 of observation. So yeah, and the last So before you tell me the effects of that, I wanted to say, if just tell me if you feel that a monster knowledge roll on that merging effect of spirit makes any sense or not. I don't know honestly if it's
Let's take this step by
monster
step.
stuff.
You're right in the middle of an action which, if we're using the rules, we are operating at the level of half a second at a time.
Oh,
So
right.
before you start giving me all of your, I run over there, I talk to Athasha, I make my observation check. Oh, and by the way, I want to work on my novel too. Let's
Mhm.
keep in mind that this is a microsecond of activity. So your action was to run over and to connect with or communicate with or at least be next to Ithasha in some sort of hi, here I am way. And I am saying that in doing so, you are granted an observation check. And you made it.
Okay.
So never mind what else you want to do. This is the result of that observation check, which is that you see this being whose silhouette and whose details are all different shades of black. And so it is a duster woman who looks particularly well, kind of dead and monstrous in a ghosty way. And whether it's a skeletal effect or some sort of just brooding chill that washes off of her. But you know for damn sure that that person is dead.
Okay.
And this is what's left. She's small, but I would suggest that the idea of just running or walking past her to go off the map to the right doesn't really look all that easy, even though she's just standing there.
Or
she's kind of
attractive.
dominating that whole field of vision. And you miss what she said, but you can see that she just finished saying something.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to Athasha on 12.
Mm-hmm. For starters, I'm just hissing at her because I'm really, I don't know. She may have overstepped some boundaries here. And then I need some distances to make sure that I know what I'm going to try. Because I have a feeling both she and I are a very long way from home. And I might as well.
I see 5 squares of distance.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 squares of distance is 50 feet.
Mm-hmm. So I'll have to move to get closer to her. I'm going to close in on her.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get as close as possible to her.
Okay. What's your movement rate?
Good question. Why don't I see it?
It may be, I think, intrinsic to being a duster.
No, I know it should be somewhere. I'm a little bit.
It should be under strength. You have a jog.
Yeah. I wrote down jogging and running. I didn't write down walking.
We can treat it as a jog, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that's what you're meant to do.
That. That would be 5.5 miles per hour, whatever that is in kilometers or distance. Yes.
Oh, it's got to be in feet somehow. Oh, that's so annoying. All right. Well, I'm going to do a quick check. I'm going to look at what they say the dusters have.
I'm sorry, I should have written it down.
No, that's okay. I think that you are capable of getting at least, I think you can, if you use your whole movement to get there, you can get up to her or it.
Mm-hmm.
Because 50 or 60 feet per round is what, or per action, is what they seem to imply.
Yeah. And I want to get right into her face.
Right. Well, that you
because
can do.
She gave me a year. I mean, what's she up to? And why is she dragging everybody else in there? Mm-hmm. Really, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. So what
she
do you
isn't
tell
playing
her?
To the rules, so why should I?
What did you tell her?
I'm just hissing at her, and I'm going to close in on her. I'm not going to tell her what I'm going to do.
Right. Okay. So good. And so now that is the end of the round, and everybody roll initiative again. Fortunately, I just did for everyone else. Vefselt and Ovmek will do the same.
Okay, I got a 4, and I'm not using my bow for the action, I assume.
So you're actually going to be turning and paying attention to what's going on, or are you going to be going up onto the? I mean, Ovmek and Ovmek basically said, "Let's get out of here," and he's definitely ignoring everything down there.
Oh yeah, I
So
guess I'm
which
just
way do you want
following
to go?
him then.
Okay, it's up to you.
I'm just gonna follow him.
Okay.